I'll be right back. I'm gonna go smoke.
Hey, bro, my bad. I gotta go do something real quick.
I gotta
What's
take a
good?
shit, bro. I'm gonna go shit, smoke, stroke real quick. I'll be back.
A little shit shower, right when we go live. Hey, bro, hey, go and take these next 4 or 5 fights, brother. Let me go do my thing real quick.
You know what I'm saying?
You come back, I'm like on the fucking main event and shit. Bro. Oh my god. You know, uh bro, I think there's no shot. I mean, there's just not, just because there's a lot of unknown fighters in this fight card. There's no shot that this fight card competes with last week and what we experienced. But man, oh man, one, I sure hope my fucking parlays hit better this week. But hey, listen, brother, as long as we can make it past the first 60 seconds of fucking the main event without an injury, that's a win in my book. That's a
I
win in my
mean,
book.
it was so exciting and disappointing last week. You know,
It was so disappointing, bro. It was
we
such
definitely
a
not gonna
good,
get the same experience.
yeah,
You know,
bro.
it's gonna be different.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
fight night.
yeah,
It's still
yeah.
exciting.
It's still good. There's still some solid matchups, some solid fighters, some people that could potentially, like, yeah, you can look out for and stuff. But man, bro.
In OKC, brother. You know,
Yeah.
come
Yeah,
back
in
to Texas,
OKC.
brother. Don't go to
Bro,
OKC.
please,
You know,
please, bro.
let's get some more
Please.
fights in Texas. We can make the drive to OKC without a doubt, but
I
it's
saw
OKC. Why
I
are we
saw
doing a UFC event?
what was it they did? There was something they did with like the UFC promotion because it's in Oklahoma City, but it I think it's like where it's at in Oklahoma, and I have to look. But like they did the like abbreviation for it or something, and the
I
abbreviation
saw
for
it.
you saw it where it's like COP.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, brother. So we just not trying anymore.
Yeah.
So
Whoever did it on fucking purpose. I already
hey, you
know.
can't convince me otherwise. Like, yeah, bro.
Fuck
But
that.
and I did see, yeah, bro, they legit added this fight in like yesterday. Bro, like,
Really?
yeah, bro. Yeah, they legit put this fucking first fight together yesterday. So I was like,
Okay.
I don't know why, right? Like what makes them think they can put this fight together fucking 3-day notice or whatever, but yeah, they put it together.
And we don't even have the fighter facts on my boy Ezra Elliott. This is
Yeah, bro.
disrespectful. They must
This
not know.
is They must not know.
And not even know results for Damian Anderson. Are we a
Bro.
billion-dollar company?
Is this fucking PFL? Fucking ONE
Yeah.
FC? Like, or is this the
I didn't know we were
UFC?
still fighting for LFA.
Holy shit, brother. Are we fucking Floyd Money Mayweather, brother? Is it a tax invasion? Are we broker than we think?
Like,
Yeah, bro.
I think we're fighting for Dan Hooker's organization.
Oh, fuck it, bro. But let's get
Oh,
into it,
we don't
brother.
even. Yeah. So I was taking my time because I was trying to pull up you know, the rain bets on my phone, but they don't even got this fight on there.
I
Okay.
mean, but you'll see it too on Rain Bets. Again, maybe they updated it from when I last saw, but I just looked at it. What time is it? 7 o'clock. So I looked at it roughly 8 or 9 hours ago. And they had the fights, a lot of the fights on there, but not a lot of the bets that I would want to kind of place. I think they're not, probably because it's a fight night too as well. A lot of like, debut fighters and stuff. A lot of them, like you'll see as they go through it, like I have like, oh, I think this person would win by first round this or second round that. Like they don't have that. They may have that they'll win in the first round or second round or something, but they don't have like first round submission or second round sub or something. And I'm truly like, I think that's gonna be the case, So like on
Yeah.
some of these
Yeah.
fights. But But yeah, bro. Shit, I'm still excited.
Oh yeah. But anyways, okay, so I'll start us off on this first one. Damn, my notes keep scrolling all the way down.
Yeah, mine are
But
doing that too when I click out of it.
yeah,
But yeah, as long as you keep it on a scroll, you should be fine.
right. Okay. So Ezra Elliott, Damian Demon Hands Anderson. Dope ass nickname, by the way. Um, but it's a lie. I don't think we got demon hands like that, you know? Uh it's the fight game, you know. I think there's always like some people got, especially these days, everybody got much more well-rounded striking and stuff overall. But you're still
Hmm.
gonna get your, you know, some people their hands just not as good. His hands aren't on that level. He's got a knockout, but um, yeah, I didn't love his fighting style to be honest. His subs were all right. I felt like he likes to go for a lot of leg locks and stuff. Um, I don't think he's of quality. Just brutally honest, you know. Then when I
Hmm.
watch Ezra Elliott, you know, man, he's aggressive. You know, Damien almost looks nervous in there, and dude, maybe being on the UFC stage is gonna make him even more nervous. You know, because he straight up looked a little nervous to me. You know, like he didn't look too bad nervous, but he looked a little nervous, a little slower. Um, not like stepping into the fire, I feel like, and he got his
Hmm.
wins, he's 5-0, looking solid, but it's not that impressive to me for some reason. Ezra Elliott came off way more impressive to me, way more aggressive. He's got all first round finishes, okay? And yeah, just way more aggressive. His ground game, in my opinion, also looks way better. His submissions look way better. Um, I got him by first round submission, to be honest. This is my prediction.
Yeah.
Uh, I think he's just gonna be on a different level than Damian Anderson.
Okay. Yeah, bro. I could see that. I mean, especially Ezra Elliott. Fucking. I mean, he's training with Sean O'Malley. He trains with Tommy McMillan. Tommy Gunn fighting later on in this card. I mean, he has some good looks on him. He's training with a good camp. I don't know how long he's been training with them, but I know he's part of that same team. So you kind of have the Sean O'Malley and Tommy McMillan looks, which are two completely different styles. One's a heavy wrestler, one's a heavy striker. But again, you could learn a lot from both of them. um, yeah, bro. Yeah, like I do like it. Ezra Elliott, and ultimately both of them is their debut fights, and it's
Yep.
crazy that it was so last minute, so we don't truly know what to expect. I'm looking right now. There's not even fucking odds on the fight, so I don't even know who they have as a favorite, who they have as an underdog, or whatever. I would like to think they probably have Ezra Elliott as a favorite going into this fight, but yeah, I mean, again, he's heavy on the grappling. He's like, I watched some of these, and he almost gave me like a Hamzat Chimaev esque kind of grappling, where he's like gonna shoot for these fucking blast doubles. He's just gonna, like, he just wants to blast you and take you down. He's not really, yeah, he doesn't want to strike with you. He knows where his game is. He knows where his best qualities are, and that's what he does. And then you have fucking Mr. Demon Hands with one knockout, but sometimes somehow he's Demon Hands. One thing, bro, I honestly think, and I know that this is a thing for sure, where sometimes the fighter isn't even the one that picks their nickname. A lot of times it's their friend or their family or something. They're like, like, this nickname sounds fire, and he just runs with it. Because again, although he's not Demon Hands, the nickname Demon Hands is pretty fucking solid. So like, someone could have easily said that this would be dope, and it was probably before his first fight in his first professional fight, or maybe after his first professional fight. His first fight in the UFC, or his first professional fight, he did win by knockout. They said Demon Hands. He's like, we're rocking with it. After that, straight subs, straight subs. But I do think that Damian Anderson is a decent grappler. I think he is very high level in the grappling scene. Um, I heard someone talk about this, so I personally have not looked, but they said that he does like breakdown videos of his own fights. And they were saying like when he's talking about them and stuff, he sounds very high level. Or they compared it to Demetrius Johnson and how Demetrius Johnson breaks down fights. So I like to think Damian Anderson has a really good IQ um when it comes to the fight game in general. Uh and yeah, bro, to be honest, I mean, first fight of the night, I mean, truly, it really is a coin toss. I'm willing to see what these odds fucking come up as.
Mhm.
There's not much information on much of them. Super last minute fight, but yeah, bro, I'm gonna go against you, bro. I honestly think Damian Anderson is gonna win this fight. I feel like he can keep. We've seen him have at least somewhat of a striking pedigree. He's not shooting his blast doubles like as Ezra Elliott. Again, I could see Ezra Elliott getting a first round finish, but we don't know how he looks outside of the first round. But we have seen Damon Anderson finish two of his opponents inside the second round, and so yeah, bro. I'm honestly gonna lean towards Damon Anderson. Not confident. I'm not fucking running to the bank and dumping all the money on Damon Anderson because I truly think this is a coin toss. But I am gonna lean on the side of Damon Anderson. I would like to think it's gonna be a second round sub from him.
Okay, okay, I respect it. But yeah,
Yeah.
second round sub for Damien for you. For me, I'm going first round sub Ezra Elliott. I do think his ground game's a little better. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think his submission threat is better. He's gonna come in. He's younger. He's got that aura, that Sean O'Malley aura, bro. That Tommy McMillan, bro. He gotta go out there and bang.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, he's just way more aggressive, opinion. But yeah, hey, time will tell. We will
Time
see.
will tell.
So
Again, I'm super excited about this fight. It's two
I am
fighters
too, actually. Yeah,
debut, right? Both submission heavy fighters, right? Grappler heavy fighters. So it's not very often that you see two fighters undefeated record, never seen the judges scorecard, and both of them are grappler heavy.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm super excited going into this fight, seeing how it plays out and what goes on. Um, so yeah, bro, we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. I do like that on the first fight of the night that we get to have two different looks on it or pick two different fighters. That
Yeah,
is
me
dope.
too.
Yeah.
And I will say this, just one last thing, final note on this fight is I'm pretty sure with Damian Anderson, he's fought in multiple weight classes. And he's not like I don't even think he's small for featherweight at 5'8". Uh but Ezra's a little big. I'm not gonna say
Hmm.
he's huge for featherweight, but he is on the bigger side, for featherweight, being
Yep.
5'10". I mean, Sean O'Malley's in 135, and he's probably even 5'11". So again, that doesn't say anything necessarily, but Damien has fought at 135. I know that, and so I
Yeah.
don't know where his true weight class is versus Elliott's, but Ezra Elliott's, holy shit. But yeah, that's another reason I'm riding with Ezra is because it does seems like Damien's a little bit in between weight classes right now. So
Yeah, that
we'll
makes
see where he
sense.
ends up. So
Yeah, for
anyways, yeah.
sure.
My final
Yeah.
pick, Ezra Elliott submission. That's it.
That's a bet. That's a bet. And I can't even be mad at that, bro. Last note that I want to add, random ass thing. I also really do like the name Ezra. It is a dope ass fucking name.
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
me
yeah,
too.
yeah. I really fuck with that. But yeah, so hopefully,
Dude,
what?
I knew this dude named Ezra back in the day that was the producer for TK.
Oh
We
shit,
call
for
him
real?
Easy. Yeah, his name was
Yeah.
Ezra. We call him Easy.
See, that's fucking fire, bro. See, I fuck with that. But nonetheless, I will at least say this bitch ain't going to fucking the judges scorecard. That for sure is the
Oh
thing.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
it's crazy. We have two undefeated fighters. One of the O's are gonna go to fucking on Saturday, and it ain't going to the judges scorecard. So I love to see that because yeah, bro, coming up next, we got a fucking female fight. And you know how the fucking females love to fight. We know these females love a judges scorecard, foaming out the mouth for the fucking judges. You got fucking Anna Bandana versus Barbosa. Um Yeah, bro. You know, Barbosa's been fighting, been a pro since 2018. You know, has 4 wins by subs, and then 4 first round finishes. She came to the U.S. because she fights out of Brazil. She came to the U.S. to train with Chris Cyborg in 2021. And yeah, bro. I mean, 3-2 in the UFC, 3-2 in her last five. You know, she's kind of been since she's been in the UFC, she's been win loss, win loss, win loss. She's well, I guess win loss win loss win, and she's lost. She won her last fight. Um, which I was gonna ask you, did you see that fight? Did you see the fucking kick that was all questionable and shit
On Barbosa?
on Barbosa?
I don't think I did.
No, okay. Yeah, I was just curious. I didn't know
Oh,
if
I didn't because remember I told you I went to go watch her fight versus Silva because
That's
I know
right, right.
Silva.
That's right. You
So
told me
yeah,
you were
I
gonna
did
do
not
that.
watch her most
Yeah,
recent fight.
yeah, bro. It's like second round. She's like she's doing good. She's grappling really heavy. She has homegirl on the ground. She goes to like stand up. She like and so she's standing up. There's a little bit of difference, a little bit of distance. Her opponent goes to stand up. Like I mean, like on all fours. So like her knees are on the floor, her hands are on the floor. She goes to get up and she's getting up like both palms are still on the floor. One like knee is on the floor, the other one her foot's planted up. And fucking Barbosa lands this nasty ass kick, bro. And like you just instantly see her opponent, I think her name's Grito. You just see Grito's lights just go out. Like I'm talking about just like completely unconscious, bro. She's like goes limp, laying on the canvas, and it looks like she kicked her in the fucking in the chin. And like, but like they're like, oh, the commentators are like, oh, that was illegal. Oh, no, this is gonna be a DQ. Da 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 da. But the whole time, like Barbosa, like they called a time on it because they think it's illegal. Barbosa like keeps like tapping her chest, like she like keeps like tapping her chest with her hand to like signify like, nah, bro, I didn't even fucking hit her face, hit her chin. Like my kick landed, my foot landed right on her chest. I thought the fight was gonna be stopped because she was like laying unconscious. Greedo was, but nah, bro. They end up taking a point away from Barbosa. I guess Greedo fucking heart of alliance. Like I'm gonna continue fighting, and the fight continues. Barbosa still wins. Um, and yeah, bro. I mean, I feel like Barbosa has a really good fucking jab. She loves just throwing out a double jab combo. It's really heavy. She's just one of those fighters that throws a lot of straight shots. She has decent power in her hands, although she does not have a win by KO. But when I watched her last fight, I see her starting to develop and learn, and like she's developing still her skills when it comes to the stand up and the striking. And so I really like it. Obviously, her biggest threat is her submission because she does have a really great judo background. She just huge takedown threat, when it comes to against the cage and her submission threat. Even whenever she gets taken down, she never settles on the bottom. She's really good at getting back up or trying to throw off a submission, rather it's a fucking arm bar or fucking triangle or whatever to try to get back up. And so yeah, but then she's going up against Anna Bandana, debut fight in the UFC, 6-1 overall record. She's lost her first fight, 5-0 in her last fight. Or no, she lost her second fight after her second professional fight, and then 5-0 after that. Coming in same height, but incredible reach fucking disparity. I mean, 70 inches compared to 65 and a half. I mean, 4.5 inch reach is pretty fucking solid. Yeah, she started fighting professionally like 2023. Um, and yeah, she's taking on this fight right here. She's taking it on less than a 2 week notice. So she's taking the fight on yeah, it's a 2 week notice fight. When I watched her, I felt like she had a lot of good volume kicks. I mean, she's a taller, lankier fighter. She likes using her kicks, keeping the distance. And she uses she uses that 70-inch reach, and so that's really good. Even when she tries going down to the ground, she uses that lengthiness to kind of wrap around her opponents, kind of suffocate them, kind of make it a little unbearable. And so I like that. I do think that Barbosa could kind of catch those kicks. In my opinion, I think she could. Because to be honest, you look at this picture, I think they put Bandana in this spot because they're hoping she does get a victory. They hoping she fucking slimes out fucking Barbosa because now you got another pretty girl on your roster. And the UFC loves them some pretty women. Loves them some pretty women. But yeah, I think Barbosa does get it done. I think her submission threat, the judo is going to be really tricky for Bandana as well as the jitters of it being a debut fight. I kind of have it being like a first round submission for Barbosa. I you could sprinkle a little bit on a KO because she loves throwing a little spinning elbow here and there. Um, so yeah, bro, I'll probably take a first round sub. If not, I'll probably take a decision for Barbosa.
Again, I'm on the other side. Obviously we talked about this a little bit before. Dion Barbosa, this one is more questionable than the last one to me, just because Dion Barbosa, she has fought a few UFC fights now. Five, and
Mm-hmm.
again, not giving her credit for her losses, but just she has fought a little bit higher level in Karine Silva, and I forgot who the other one was. Maybe that Jasmine girl. Um, but yeah, she seems very well rounded to me. Uh, I think the strong suit is her ground game, obviously. Uh, but yeah, to be honest, I'm taking Anna. I seen her Muay Thai. She looks really solid. I like it. Like her striking. Uh, I think that she can wear it down. Dione. Is it
Mm-hmm.
Dione? Dione? I don't know. Barbosa.
I I
Um,
think it's Dione. I think that's how you
Dione.
pronounce it.
Okay.
Yeah, Dione Barbosa.
So yeah, I mean, I just think Anna Bandana can just drown her, with the stand up game. Honestly, I can see it going to decision just because Barbosa, she is good, she is experienced, uh, and yeah, that's where she's gonna have the advantage, obviously, and the ground game is gonna be a little dangerous for sure. And might have to go through some adversity, like with some takedowns and grappling defense, but um. I had her by like knockout, but as I think about it more, I just think it's probably more of a decision. Anna Bandana still has to get some more experience, obviously. I think she lost her first fight is the one that she lost, and then has won since then. But yeah, I fuck with her striking, her striking is solid. She likes to keep the fight standing. And yeah, I mean she's even got a sub.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, that the sub she got, I don't think the other girl really want to be there,
Nah, bro.
like,
Yeah, I saw that.
like,
Yeah. Yeah, bro. It wasn't even like, they always say in the UFC, you always hear, right, like position over submission, right? Bro, Bandana, there was no position. But she was like
yeah,
just like leaning over her, just like locks in
yeah.
that rear naked. Like it
I
was very
wasn't too
sloppy, bro.
impressed, I'm like, this looks kind of, so
Yeah.
that's how I'm like, I wanted to stay standing because Anna's striking, I think, is superior to Barbosa's, regardless. I do think that she has
Mm-hmm.
the reach advantage. She's younger, fresher. I mean, Barbosa's 34 years old, like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, you're getting up there a little bit. Like, not too bad, but female fighter, flyweight,
Yeah, bro. I
34
mean,
is a
hey,
little
listen,
on the
bro.
upper age.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's a women's fight, so you truly never know what to expect, right? But like, I'm looking at the odds right now. I mean, Bandana is a plus 450 underdog. So if she can take home a dub, even just putting just straight bet money on her, just a straight bet, she can win it however she wants. Plus 450, we're looking solid. We're looking fucking
It's a
solid.
lock. You heard it here first. Your boy Jiggy. If you
No,
want to bet
no,
the
no.
house on it
Do not bet the fucking house on it. Do not bet
and
the
split the
house.
money with me.
Hey, you listen, y'all heard it here first, all right? It's a lock. And whenever she fucking gets subbed in the first fucking round, jittering, shaking, trembling, y'all know whose house to be knocking down and burning.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
bro. Yeah.
I'm
Give
rocking
me
with Anna.
Barbosa.
Also, hey, new girl on the scene. like you said, we want some more pretty girls in here. Uh, hey, I ain't gonna
Yeah.
talk about her looks too much. You know, I'm not gonna sexualize her like you fucking monster. But yeah, you know, hey, it's new on the scene. Barbosa 3-2 in the UFC. That's like the worst record of all time, honestly.
Hey,
Like
to be
you
honest, bro,
might.
something
Nah,
you
I'm just
could
kidding.
do, something like, and again, take this obviously you clearly with a grain of salt. But again, since she's been in the UFC, she's just been on win loss, win loss, win loss. Her last fight was a win. So
Barbosa.
yeah, so she should get a loss right here.
I see these things. I see these things.
But I think she gets the first round sub. If not, uh I think she gets a decision. I have to play first round sub too because she's a minus 600. Also we're getting close to 10, but she's a minus
Yeah.
600. So I can't fucking play a money line like you can with fucking Bandana. And I'm not even mad at you taking Bandana at all either. Uh, yeah, I have to go for the
I
first round
think if
sub.
she
I wonder what's gonna
utilizes
do
her
it.
reach and she has some nasty elbows in one of her fights, and so if she can land like that, I think it'll be great. So yeah, yeah, I got Anna Bandana by decision, to be honest. You know, I'm not seeing a knockout. If she lands some elbows and starts getting it dirty in there, so bloody,
Yep.
you know, cuts her open.
Yeah.
But she did that to her last opponent, I think it was, and it was crazy. But yeah, it didn't happen really until the third round, I think. So to be honest, I got Anna Bandana by decision
Okay.
prediction.
I do think that is her path to victory, keeping that range, maybe throwing some elbows. Even with the pressure of the elbows, I think Barbosa tries to take her down. But I think Bandana can just smother her with the range potentially or with the reach advantage potentially and grind out a fucking a gnarly gnarly decision victory. I could see a world where, because then I have Barbosa by first round sub. I could see a world where Bandana loses the first round. She has a little UFC jitter. She's a little shaky. She gets taken down. After getting taken down, maybe she lands Barbosa lands a couple elbows, wakes her ass up. Going into the second round, you start seeing Anna Bandana looking like Anna Bandana, right? The jitters are gone. She's taking those punches in the octagon, and then you see it start turning up in the second, turning up in the third, and so yeah, bro, I could see it.
All right, the next fight. We got RJ the Hammer Harris versus Alvin Guzzi Hines. Brother, we're
Brother.
not gonna talk about it. We're not even gonna waste our breath. Aside from change the fucking nickname, brother.
Please
Please. Not
change
gonna
the
ask again.
fucking name. Goozy? Goozy.
Don't
The thing
don't
is,
make me.
he looks Italian. He looks Italian, and then you give him Goozy. He looks like he starred in The Sopranos, and
And
then
why
his
is his
name's
name Alvin?
Goozy.
You know,
Yep,
the first name don't Alvin.
Alvin.
Hey, uh, nonetheless, I actually fuck with Alvin. I like his fighting style. He's older in age, 34, but this is heavyweight, bro. He's really just young. He's just a kid, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's 34 years old. Uh, yeah, Alvin Hines. I like his fighting style. He's fought once in the UFC and lost. This is his only loss, obviously. Um, but the dude that he lost to actually seems to be a really good fighter, I think. In my opinion, he's solid. And Alvin Hines gave it a real fucking fight. That's what I like to see. You know, like some people they kind of shut down when they start getting beat or like they kind of
Mm-hmm.
let themselves get bullied. And this guy was putting pressure still the whole time. I think he's dangerous. Um, he's gonna be dangerous on the feet. He's got 3 KOs, 3 subs. Um, he likes to go for takedowns, dude. I don't believe in his ground game like that. His last opponent, I think he was 1 for 10 on takedowns. Um, that's not good. You know, not good. He does have a good pace. He's got good striking. I don't want to overhype his striking too much, but I think it's just his aggressiveness helps with that, you know. And so
Mm-hmm.
he's got some hands for sure. It's heavyweight. He's got some heavy hands, you know. And so, um, he didn't look bad. I think he just got outclassed against his last opponent. Uh, yeah, he's solid. Now, RJ Harris doesn't have the UFC experience yet. 5-0, younger, not as many fights. But again, that's Alvin Hines, who's 34 years old with only 8 fights. We'd like to see more, but you gotta start somewhere. But RJ Harris, I mean, 5-0, 27 years old, 6'6". He's fucking huge. Okay,
Yeah, it's fucking
6-inch
huge.
reach advantage, and Alvin Hines' last loss, the guy was like 6'4", and you can see a little bit of the reach advantage playing into effect there. I don't remember that
Mm-hmm.
guy's reach, but I mean RJ Harris, 6'6", 80-inch reach. He has the reach advantage. Um, he's got 3 subs. He loves to go for these standing gillies, bruh. Like he loves him a little standing guillotine. I've seen him go for it a shit ton of times. I think he's just so much bigger. He reminds me of Tyson Fury MMA version, like this beard with the bald head, like
Yeah.
fucking 6'6", And so uh obviously not like that, but just a little bit. His striking, I like his striking. He's willing to bang too. This one, I could see a real fucking war. Um, that ends in the first round because it's heavyweight, but both these guys are willing to strike. They both got a little bit of grappling with them too. They're both 3-0 with subs actually, so could see something there. Maybe Alvin Hines gets some easy takedowns on the Giant. And but to be honest, I'm going with RJ by knockout. He only has one other knockout, but the way I've seen him willing to bang, and the way that Alvin's willing to bang, and only got 1 out of 10 takedowns, I don't think it's gonna be hard to stop his takedowns. RJ Harris, if he's got any sort of decent ground game, he should be able to stop the takedowns. You keep it standing, and there you go. It puts
Yeah.
it in for a war, and I've seen it. RJ will step into the fire. He's up against the cage, and the guys are kind of starting to try to tee off on him or just try to land. Got him up against the cage. He's gonna throw back. He's not covering up, and he's fucking huge, so it's gonna be hard to knock him out. Maybe. Yeah, I got RJ by knockout. I can see it getting dangerous and scary though. I can see either one by knockout, but yeah, I'm rocking with RJ Harris by knockout.
Okay. Okay. I one thing I was just thinking at some point because you started talking about RJ Harris. Um, what the fuck does RJ stand for? Because there's no shot that's his actual first name. Usually you see the two letter names. It has to mean I don't know what his real name is, but maybe it has something to do with R and J. I don't know. Maybe it's fucking Rick
I don't
James.
know.
Rick James, bitch.
Rick
Rick
James.
James Harris. Yeah, bro. Nah, 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 nah. But what if, bro? That
What
would be
they?
fucking
Hey,
insane, bro. If his name is Rick James, drop the fucking bag on my boy Rick James Harris. But no, I don't know what the fuck the RJ stands for.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
Yo,
Look,
I'm Rick James, bitch. You got Rick James versus Hines. That I'm gonna just go and put this out there. He got 57 ways to win. Ching. Lil Hines 57. But nah, truthfully, bro, I was looking at this. I'm gonna just add this one more before actually breaking to the fight a little more. I was looking at this and I don't know what the world karma's a motherfucker gotta be. But Alvin Hines won his fight in the Contender Series to get into the UFC. And he won by submission over this dude named Philip Latou. Philip Latou, I think is how you pronounce it. Whatever. He won against him, right? RJ Harris's last fight was against Philip Latou in April, and he had a standing guillotine win over him. I don't know what happened to my boy Phil, but he must have done something bad in his past life because he got Alvin Hines and RJ Harris back-to-back submission losses. He's like, I thought I was in fucking heavyweight. Why are these dudes subbing me? And now they're both in the UFC while he's chilling in a fucking bullshit ass promotion somewhere. So poor Phil, but fuck it. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna rock with RJ Harris. I think it's gonna be the first one we actually have the same pick together. I'm gonna rock with my boy RJ. I think the hammer is gonna be hammering. Um,
That's
I
crazy because I'm actually gonna switch up, and I
no,
didn't realize it until I was done talking. We're gonna come back to me though, and I'll tell you why.
this dude
But go
fucking
ahead.
hates me so fucking much. It's
No,
insane.
no.
Listen. This is what I'm gonna say right here. Alvin Harris is really good. He tries to work in his takedowns and grind out
Wait.
his.
Alvin Harris, you're confusing me.
I'm fucking confusing. Hold on, let me just restart. All right, Alvin Hines. He likes trying to work in his takedowns and grind out his opponents. Okay, pause.
Yes.
But one thing I have seen from Alvin Hines is he does like having this sneaky little high kick. He likes having thrown his little sneaky high kick, which is crazy from for a heavyweight as big as this dude is. But I tell you what, he's not throwing a high kick and landing it against a 6'6" fighter. If I see Alvin Harris attempt a high kick,
Alvin Harris.
Alvin Hines. We got to get off this fight ASAP. The H's at the end of these names are fucking me. We're calling him Goozy from now on. If I see Goozy attempt a high kick and fuck some bullshit up, I'm going to be mad. But I don't think that's happening. I also want to know, and this is the main reason why I'm not going for Goozy, is because Goozy lost his last fight in the UFC, his only fight in the UFC. Boo hoo humbug. I know it's against a decent fighter, but right after that fight in the UFC, that boy Goozy got popped for the roids. The boy Goozy was on
Oh,
sauce, and then he got suspended, and this is his first fight back. If Goozy got fucked off on the sauce, on a little barbecue
you got lost in
sauce,
the sauce.
if he got lost in the sauce, I can't trust and put money on my boy when he's off the juice. I just can't. You have someone that's the taller fighter with a fucking what 6-inch reach advantage. He loves using his reign. He'll go for a submission threat, even on the feet. Give me, give me, give me the hammer by sub. Maybe I can see a club and sub by my boy the Hammer. Maybe it just ends at a sub. I do think if you want to put money on Goozy, put Goozy by decision. I think if he can work in the takedowns, he's shown to be able to do that to his fighters in the past. He can honestly grind out Hammer and win a decision victory. Also, because this year we have been seeing a lot of heavyweight fights go to decision. So I'm sure the money's going to be nice for Goozy by decision. Goozy is the favorite in this fight, but I think they're smoking dick. I think they're smoking dick, and I'm just going to say this before I'm done. The Hammer's going to win by sub, okay? Put money on the Hammer by sub, and guess who else is smoking dick? Jiggy's fucking smoking dick because for some reason he switched up on me. Go
I
ahead,
changed my
Jig.
mind again.
No!
I changed my mind again.
And now
I
Jiggy's
changed my
sober
mind
again.
again.
And now
Yeah,
Jiggy's sober
I
again.
sobered up.
He
Cause
forgot about the
I
steroid
saw
popping.
something in my notes and I misread it too because I wasn't remembering correctly. And so that was having me question it. But yeah, I misread
Yep.
some shit. But then also whenever you just said that shit about now I do remember that I didn't know that at all until you just said
Yeah,
it.
with
I mean,
Goozy.
I
Yeah,
vaguely
bro.
remember it, so I don't know the details, but like when you said it, it like reminded me. Yeah, so he got
Yep.
popped.
Yep.
That's crazy. And so now
Also,
you're getting
side.
another chance.
Yep, and I get another chance. Also, side note: the Hammer. He does have a baby girl coming in the next couple months with his wife. We know the power of a baby girl and what that does to fighters. It does something different.
It
Give me the
does.
Hammer by sub.
So
Give me the
yeah,
Hammer by standing guillotine.
I'm going hammer by standing guillotine is so like he likes to go for those, you know. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
see. I'm gonna go with him by knockout just because I think they'll start brawling with each other, you know.
I can see it.
Um
I can see it.
and so yeah, that's what I'm gonna rock with. That or submission, you know. I think
Yep.
first round to be honest. I don't think this fight's gonna go on that long. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. I'm fine with that, bro. I'm fine with that. Well, at least we finally found a fight that we agree upon. All right, let's go hammer, do the damn thing. We go to our next fight. Uh we got the biggest favorite on the fucking card. We got my boy Alden Correa Alden's been looking. Man, he's been looking fucking good, brother. He's been looking fucking good. His first fight in the UFC, he goes in there, he fucking finishes what's his name? Alessandro Costa. Alessandro Costa's been looking sharp. He just fought last week and he's been looking good. 3 dubs in 3 months. But guess who finished him? Alden Correa finished him. And guess who Alden Correa is going up against? Bum ass, bitch ass Stuart Nickel. Stuart Nickel has had 3 chances to get a dub in the UFC, and I guess this nigga thinks he's hitting the slot machine because he wants to lose by every method possible. He's done lost by knockout in the UFC, he's done lost by sub in the UFC, and he's been lost by decision in the UFC. He can't catch a fucking break. He just fucking can't, okay? I just think
But he
Alden
gonna get a break. He
don't
gonna
even
get a break whenever he gets cut.
I yeah, bro. I think Alden Correa, very clean boxer. He looks for openings down the pipe. Decent takedown defense. I do like his takedown defense. It's not unpenetrable. He can get taken down, but it is good. It is good. Stuart Nichols saving grace here though. If you want to look for an edge, because you fucking have Alden Correa coming in as currently a minus 1100 favorite, so you can't make no money off this dude. Alden Correa is a slow starter, and you see him start picking up his pace in his fights in the second and in the third round. He throws more volume and lands more significant strikes in the third round than he does in the first. He landed in his last fight more significant strikes in the third round than he did in the second. So he's someone that he is truly a slow starter. And the thing with Stuart Nickel is I don't think he has the best striking, but he does rely on big explosive shots that it does cause him to leave himself open at times and get clipped, but he's always trying to do this explosive shit, throw some spinning elbows, throw this spinning roundhouse, or not spinning roundhouse kick, but throw this nasty kick. He's always trying to do this like one punch or one kick knockout power, and he does have good power on his side. He does. He also likes to like come and approach with like a very low stance. I see that especially with fighters that happen to be taller than him, because he does like to grapple. He does have a decent wrestling, and he likes to throw calf kicks. So I like he's gonna come in. You're gonna see him. His knees are gonna be bent, and he's gonna give that presence of, hey, Correa, don't start throwing crazy because I will shoot that fucking takedown on you. I do think Stuart Nichols' path to victory is just getting early takedowns, grinding out a decision. Possibly he gets an early sub. I think if he's live for a sub, it has to be a first round. Because again, you see Corey kind of picking up the pace in the second and the third. Because Correa is a heavy favorite, though, I could see him getting a first round sub on Stuart Nickel. Stuart Nickel is someone that his lights don't go out quick, so I could see a little club and sub, but I'm gonna lean towards a second round knockout. I'm gonna lean towards that, but don't be surprised if it's a first round, especially with how heavy of a favorite he is. Also, I do see Stuart Nichols' nickname is Kakamora. I don't know what that means, but I see Kaka in the first beginning of the name. I can't trust someone with the nickname as Kaka. And that's all I gotta say.
He's from Australia. It's dope. Okay?
It's dope. There's Kaka in his name. There's literally
That's their language.
the
That's what
word
it's
shit.
Australian.
The word shit is in his name, and he's dog shit. The word shit is in his name, and he's 0-3 in the UFC. I don't want to hear it.
And that's why we're rocking with Stuart Nickel. But nah, just playing.
Imagine.
Yeah, no, we're definitely rocking with Corey, bro. Yeah, Stuart
Yo.
Nichols, straight cheeks. Right when you get some competition, you just stop trying, bro. What happened? Like,
Yeah.
We just gonna give up our all our losses on the big stage? Yeah, you're still on the big stage, not for long. He's gonna get cut after this. Corey, he looks much more well-rounded. Looks like a true MMA fighter, flyweight. You know, these guys like they look different. You know,
Yeah,
so small, so quick, so technical. Um, it's tough with the knockouts because to me, it never looks like these guys have that much power because they're so small, you know. So it's actually hard for me to gauge their power when it comes to flyweights most of the time.
hmm,
Because you even know, like me, I'm still not even sold on Manel Kopp's power, you know. Like, I mean, I'm sold
hater.
on it, but like it's taken a long time, and I'm not like as sold as other people as far as how much power he has. That's just my point in like flyweights. Like, it's very hard to convince me with the power thing. I could see a knockout. It's gonna be a TKO, and the second or third round, in my
Yeah,
opinion. But to be honest, I have Corey by decision. I know he has more knockouts than decisions, more finishes than decisions in general, but I don't know, just his fighting style and stuff. Like he might get that TKO. You know, I think it'll be a TKO type of deal. You know, just drowning him. But
mm,
I could see it. But yeah, I would definitely think later second round or third round for that.
yeah,
And
for
because
sure.
this guy is actually on a 3 loss streak, all in the UFC, like you said, all by different ways, um, we might actually go with the knockout just because, I mean, we
Yeah,
got the reach advantage, we got the height advantage, younger, more
yeah.
knockouts,
I just
and
I just feel like
Poirier
Stuart
is,
Nickel doesn't really have a chin on him either. I really don't think so.
yeah,
Also, again, because he throws these explosive shots, Corey's boxing is really crisp. He is gonna land
it is.
this better shit on the ground. That's why I it's just you if you're gonna put money on Korea, and I don't know what the odds are, you have to see because they're not up yet. I want to see what his second round knockout is because that's what truly what I think. But it's probably not going to be the highest. I mean, again, as a minus 1100 favorite, it's not going to be the biggest amount of money in the world. I do think, again, like I said, if you're trying to sprinkle a little something, you're trying to make some money on this fight, you take Stuart Nickel, and I know this is crazy. Take Stuart Nickel first round sub, okay? Because I do think his path to victory is takedowns. And again, like I said, Korea has a decent takedown defense, but he has been taken down. It's not, and so and with the low stance that I know Stuart Nickel comes out with, he's a shorter fighter anyway. Corey is gonna try to go for the clean shots. He's gonna probably throw 1-2. Stuart Nickel probably takes him down in the first. And again, he has what is this, 8? He has 8 wins, 8 professional wins. 5 of them are first round finishes. So he's really, again, that's why he has 5 first round finishes out of 8 wins. Out of 7 finishes that he has, 5 of them were within the first round. So if you want to sprinkle a little something, don't go too crazy, a little something on Stuart Nickel first round sub, it could happen. But yeah, give me Corey second round knockout. I could see a decision as well, just with the pressure of Stuart Nickel coming in low stance, shooting the takedowns. That's gonna it could disrupt Coria's striking capabilities. He's not gonna be striking as much as we've seen in the past. And then I could see him trying to grind out a decision victory. But I truly think he finds the mark on Stuart Nickel in the second round.
Yeah, me too. I don't think his hands are too heavy, but I think he will drown you. I think his striking is crispy. Um, Yeah, like you said, Nichols' path to victory, I think, is probably gonna be a sub. You know,
Mm,
uh, he's gonna have to get some takedowns on him, like you said. I do want to say also, Korea's only knockouts are all in the second round, or third
oh,
round. And so,
beautiful.
again, part of the reason I'm not buying into the knockout power like that. You know,
Mm,
um, if you got knockout power like that, you gotta have some first rounders, right? So,
yeah.
um, yeah, I'm still gonna rock with Korea. Um, by late finish, late KO. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Also, we should probably speed up our pace just a little bit, just because, yeah, we're like 45 minutes in at this
Yeah.
point. So
Okay.
I think I don't know at what point we spent too much time, but I think we did a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, bro.
are
We'll
you
split
doing
up these
this next
next.
one or
No, you're doing this next one. I'll take the next
okay?
two after that.
Okay. Um. Okay. 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 All right. Yeah. So light heavyweight bout: Levy Rodriguez Jr., the baby monster, versus Felipe Franco. I'm not gonna say his nickname.
Now, what's his nickname? Because I
Um.
wanted to, because like, what's his nickname? Because you said Baby Monster. It's only respectful that you say
It
Felipe Franco's
it does.
nickname.
I couldn't find his nickname anywhere. Yeah. We gotta let the commentator say his nickname. Look.
All right,
But
DC's like not even there and shit.
yeah. DC getting all pissed and shit. Take off the headset. It's gonna be
Yeah.
bad. It's gonna be bad, my hey, that's where you could use the nickname right there, brother.
That's what you
It's gonna be
could
bad.
do.
So uh but yeah. Um
You see what
Levy's
real
UFC
quick,
debut.
real
Yeah.
quick. Do you see how fucking what's his face MMA Guru does it? Where he just goes, he says gonna be he said it's gonna be bad, McGregor. That's
No,
exactly
I
what he
didn't I
said.
didn't even see
No,
that. What the fuck?
yeah, bro, it's so funny, man. That's how he says it, so he can like get
He
away with
been he
it.
been MIA a little bit. That's why I had to go back and watch an old video of his the other day. I was like,
Yeah,
bro, where
bro.
is MMA Guru at, bro?
Yeah, last time he
But
did that, he cooked up some like 2.5 hour video. The fucking that
yeah,
so maybe he's doing something like that. But yeah, bro.
yeah, I doubt it.
Anyway, what we looking like?
All
What we
right,
feeling like?
so UFC debut for Levy Rodriguez Jr. Felipe Franco. I mean, he's 0-1 in the UFC. He fought on Contender Series. Same with Levy. Um, Felipe, kind of similar to last guy. When he got to the big stage, he's lost. His only two losses are on Contender Series, I believe, and his UFC debut. And so he's lost a decision in a sub. That's good because he's facing a striker. Um, Levy, I mean, he's light heavyweight, 6 foot. I don't think he's got
Mm-hmm.
like some crazy build on him or anything, but 5-0, all knockouts. The man has some power. These are some big boys. Um, Felipe's got power too, but man, Levy, I am sold on his power. That's why I just think I predict a knockout. He's got a lot of first round knockouts. He's got a third round knockout. Dude, his contender series fight actually, it says no contest when I look at it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because like if you watch it, it was just a straight up like it was a knockout, like nothing weird happened. Commentary is all straight and everything, but the
Mm-hmm.
decision is a no contest. I don't know what's up with that. I also know like those don't count, do they? Those contender
Mm-mm.
series fights. And so
Mm-mm.
I don't know what's up with that. On the other side, it is risky as hell. This one really is a toss up for me because Felipe 10 first round finishes, bro. I mean, if they're not all knockouts, it's fine. You're still finishing everybody.
Yep.
Again, on the big stage, he's lost, but he's gonna be dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
I will say he's only lost twice. He's only been out of the first round twice. You know what I'm saying? So again, if he's not finishing you in the first round, he's not winning. He started at middleweight actually. So little something with that maybe. He's actually taller than Levy, but he did start middleweight. He is a little smaller, I think, but he's younger with more experience than Levy. That's something to look at too. Um, to be honest, I'm rocking with Levy by knockout. He's undefeated. I'm gonna respect the O so far. UFC debut. We've seen Felipe fall short whenever he's gotten to the big stage. Um, maybe third time's a charm, maybe, but we rocking with Levy Rodriguez first round knockout.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I feel pretty confident in saying this. Because I was rethinking because I know we just talked about this, so I had to reevaluate. So Levy's fight in the Contender Series, he won by knockout, no contest. He won that fight in the Contender Series. Right after that fight in the Contender Series, he got popped for steroids. That's why it's a no
Did he?
contest. Yeah, he got popped for steroids. Yeah, that's why it was a
Where
no
are you
contest.
finding this, bro? I'm not seeing this shit.
To be honest, I always see it whenever I'm like I Google the name and then it's
Uh
like
huh.
somewhere on the article, like first like 3 articles or something, where I see something to do with steroids. And that's how I came across it. Where I was like, oh yeah, and I was thinking, I was like, there's another fighter that got popped for steroids in this fight, in this card. And I was trying to think who it was, and then you said the no contest, and I was like, it was Levy. Levy got popped for
That's
steroids.
fine.
That's why it was a no contest. That's also why he didn't come straight to the UFC after that fight either, because they're like, yeah, fuck this steroid using motherfucker. But listen, Felipe Franco, one fight in the UFC, he did lose, but it did go to decision. It wasn't heavyweight. It was against Mario Pinto. Mario Pinto's been looking great as of late.
He's really good. Yep.
I think whenever they fought, Mario Pinto was like a minus 800 or minus 1,000 favorite. So he was supposed to win the fight, but he was again at a minus 1,000. You're not supposed to win the fight against someone that made their pro debut in middleweight by decision, right? Felipe does have a chin on him or whatever, but I just feel like Felipe's thing is, and he has power on his side. I mean, look at him. He looks like a fucking brick house. He throws very, very reckless. He's gonna throw reckless. He's gonna look for that finish. And if he throws reckless, he overswings, he clinches up with you to take you down. He has that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background. You look at Levy, I keep saying Levy, I'm pretty sure it's Levi. You look at Levi,
I think it is
eh,
Levy though. I think it's a
is it Levy?
Brazilian
It
dude.
might be. It's Brazilian, so you might be right. But you look at a little baby monster, little steroid monster. What's up with the everyone likes the sauce. Am I missing something? Is this like a new is this a
Dude,
new
and you got
wave?
me questioning it now because like even Sean Strickland got me questioning. Sean Strickland was talking about he's got friends that took steroids and like every time it seems like their bodies get weaker. He was hinting at the McGregor thing,
Yeah,
right? So like the steroids, like they do make things super questionable for me because then you're like, okay, the guy's off the steroids now. How's he gonna perform? So, um,
yeah. But I like to think that Levy's gonna take this. I mean, again, it looks like he's 7-0 as his amateur record. All seven knockouts, 5 of those under a minute. Again,
yep.
amateur record. But straight from amateur record, he went professional. 3 first round finishes. You mentioned this. 1 second round finish, 1 third round finish. So he's able. His cardio is gonna sustain. It's gonna keep up. He's gonna keep the pressure. Levy has a he's a great Muay Thai striker. Great Muay Thai striker. Both fighters, 100% finish rate when it comes to their victories. Someone's gonna go down. Someone's gonna fucking lose. Um, Again, they both fought Freddie Vidal. Felipe Franco lost by third round submission to Freddie Vidal. Um, And then Levy won by first round knockout. Again, he got popped by steroids after that fight. So there's an asterisk. Regardless, I think you have a cleaner striker versus a reckless striker, both from Brazil. I'm gonna take Levy. Give me Levy. I think it's gonna be a first round finish. Honestly, you can just put first round finish from either fighter. It's probably not gonna be at the best odds, but you can probably throw that in there confidently. But give me Levy first round knockout. That's what I'm gonna take.
Yeah, I got Levy first round knockout too. The steroid thing definitely makes me questionable. No matter what, when I hear that, I'll always be questionable about it because you have to think they're on steroids and now they're off. And so the body's going to change with that. The body already has changed with that. And so you just never know. I think that shit gets sketchy. I also don't know a shit ton about steroids. So I think that's why it's so questionable in my head. But it definitely adds a big asterisk to his name. Yeah. Felipe Franco. brother, guys, we got to find our weight class. There's a reason why people log in. We
Mm-hmm.
can't fight at middleweight, heavyweight, light heavyweight, flyweight, brother. Pick a weight class, like, please. You
Please,
can be
brother.
flyweight champion, Felipe, if you could just make weight. Nah.
Yeah.
But yeah, for real, like you coming from middleweight, you fought in heavyweight, took him to decision. It's impressive. Like you said, his striking's pretty sloppy though. Levy's looks really good. He's a good counter striker too. And he's either got power or just roids in his hands. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what the deal is. I'm still gonna respect the O, but I am nervous about this one. But for
Mm-hmm.
sure, got to be a finish, and definitely, I'm
Yeah.
thinking, you know, very high chance of a first round finish. So yeah, again, I'm with you. I'm rocking with Levy, first round knockout. That's
Yep.
it, baby.
That's it.
Not a
Um,
lock, but I'm confident in it.
I feel pretty confident in it, bro.
Confident-ish, yeah.
Yeah. I'll um I'll make sure I run through these first two or these next two fights pretty quickly so we can get to the main card. But
Yep, yep,
yeah, bro, you got my boy Jean
yep.
Paul Labozioni, Lil Mufasa, and I'm not saying the other dude's name. We're just gonna call him Ko. So yeah, you got Ko versus Mufasa. Um, I think this is a really interesting matchup. I really do think so. Yeah, bro. You guys Jean Paul coming in as a slight underdog, plus 170, Co minus 205 favorite. Um, I think Jean Paul has great take. He's a great takedown threat. He's been doing jiu-jitsu since he was 3 years old. He's heavy pressure, and he has looping shots on the feet. He's gonna loop to get past that guard. He's gonna try to hit right like above the ear, behind the ear. His looping shots are always gonna get past the guard, and he's always looking for a finish. He's used to fighting longer opponents. I think his last fight was against Phil Rowe, which I actually think that might have been Co's last
They
fight as
both
well.
fought Phil Rowe.
Is it? They okay? I was like, yeah. So they both fought Phil Rowe, but they yeah, like Jean Paul is used to fighting longer opponents. Um, he did start off in welterweight since he went down to lightweight. He is perfect. He's 5-0. He's been looking really fucking good. He hasn't lost. Again, he has that great jiu-jitsu background. Again, when you've been doing jiu-jitsu since 3, you're dangerous. You're dangerous, brother. But you have Ko, although his name is the Korean Tyson, um, he's just a heavy pressure wrestler. We've really seen him is just wrestle, but no subs. He's just ground and pound only. He just wants to take you to the ground. He wants to smash you on the fucking ground. The factor here in Ko being the favorite, I feel like is because we don't know how Jean Paul is off his back, because typically his jiu-jitsu that we've seen is him taking down his opponents because he has a good takedown threat, and then he's being able to capitalize when he's on top of his opponents with the jiu-jitsu. We really have not seen him off of his back too much. So I really feel like that's the deciding factor, is if Jean Paul can defend the takedowns, especially against a shorter fighter, because he's used to fighting longer, taller fighters, especially coming off of welterweight. And if he can, I think he can find success on the feet. He can probably find a KO, to be honest. I really think, we've seen Ko has been knocked out twice in his professional career. I could see Jean Paul getting a knockout 5-0 since he's been in this division. I could really see it. But again, that's it. That's the if factor. What if? I don't think he'll be able to stop the takedowns. Definitely not all of them. And when it comes to that, I know he's going to put up a good challenge off his back, but he's not going to be able to win minutes. Because he's not being able to win minutes, I know we've talked about this, me and you. It's just not a good thing to have a great jiu-jitsu background and you're going off submissions off your back, because the judges see it as this wrestler that's taking you down, holding you down, landing the punches. They won the rounds. They're winning the minutes. So I love Jean Paul. I'm rooting for him in this fight. I hope he wins this fight. but I honestly see coasting out a decision victory. I may sprinkle a little something on Jean Paul by sub, Jean Paul by knockout, just probably finish. I do think he probably gets a knockout, but I'm gonna lean on Co by decision.
I'm in a similar boat. Yeah, I'm in a similar boat. I probably think decision as well. Just respecting Gene Paul. I like him. I'm a fan of him. Same thing. But I am rocking with Cole as well. You mentioned his two knockout losses. So does Jean Paul. They both have two
Mm-hmm.
knockout losses, both before the big stage. Um, yeah, John Paul. You're talking about his looping shots. That's where I think Cole is going to take advantage. Is from
Mm-hmm.
those looping shots and be able to take him down. And if he does take advantage of that, I could see him, getting that top game going in that ground and pound, the Korean Tyson, That's exactly what Iron Mike Tyson used to do was take down his opponents and just beat the shit out of them. Um, they
Don't
must have forgot,
don't fucking piss me off.
Oh, my
Don't
bad, my bad.
fucking piss me off.
Iron Mike. Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
I
bro.
mean, yeah, yeah. Signs point towards Cole for me. This one's a tough one though. Yeah, Jean Paul, he's very good. I think he's very good. I don't think he's. I'm not gonna say very good, but he's very well rounded. I think he's solid. He's good on the age. Got a little age advantage in my opinion, 5 years. But yeah, Cole, I gotta lean towards him, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I think his fighting style is just, like you're talking about the jujitsu thing. That's my problem is that when you're one of your best attributes is jujitsu, I don't think that's a healthy fighting style in today's day and age.
Yeah.
The whole ground and pound seems to just stay around forever.
Yep.
That's gonna be a thing pretty much forever. What's better than just taking your opponent down and beating the shit out of them? So. Um,
Yep.
Yeah, I'm rocking with Ko. Not super confident in this one, but yeah, basically the same thing as you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
would like
that.
to see Jean Paul win, but the Korean Tyson, that's where I'll
Yep.
put my money for sure. So
Yep. I'm about the same.
yeah,
I'm
I
about the
actually
same.
got Ko by decision. I forgot what you said, but I actually got Ko by decision, or maybe a TKO.
Yeah.
Probably later into the fight after drowning him. I say that a lot, drowning
Yeah.
him, but yeah, if he
I
can
could see it.
consistently take him
I could
down,
see it. Yeah.
Yeah, if
I
he's
said I
taking him
said
down a lot.
Yeah, I said Cole by decision as well. Again, he has two fights in the UFC. Both of them has ended by decision.
Mhm.
So I know the odds makers are probably gonna have him winning by decision. Again, I have him winning by decision too. I'm just hoping Jean Paul can do something with the striking. He is the heavier striker. Lands. He's always looking for a finish, especially on the feet. I think that's what I do.
I
So.
like him. That's what I'm saying. If I John could get a knockout, he's got a
Mhm.
nasty high kick, I think too, and he's actually taller than Ko. Ko, gonna be ready for takedowns and stuff, bro. I think I think his striking is a little underrated. I do like his striking. I like the way he mixes up.
Yeah.
Uh, you know,
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
I could he might catch him with a high kick at some point,
Yeah.
So I could
I
see that
feel it.
happening. I had a little note for that, so I just want to put that out there. Hey, if he catches him with a head kick, knocks him out, you heard it here first. Bet the fucking house on it. I'm just kidding. Uh, but yeah, yeah. Final prediction. I say KO. Ko by decision.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. All right, bro. Next fight, you get the featured prelim matchup of the night. We got Austin Bashi coming in fighting Jose Delgado. Honestly, this fight, now that I'm looking at the odds, it's a pick 'em fight. Austin Bashi at -105, Jose Delgado -115. Yeah, bro, this is that classic striker versus uh, you know, grappler matchup. This is what you see. You have Austin Batchy coming in, IBJJF world champion. He's a heavy wrestler with a great submission threat. He doesn't have the best striking, but he is explosive. I feel like, and he has a great chin on him. He really does have a great chin. He can eat a shot. So he's the shorter fighter coming in here. 5'6" versus 5'11", but only 3-inch disadvantage. But I think with a shorter fighter, it could make the takedowns easier for him. Him being the grappler, if he's willing to eat a shot to get in range. Again, he has the chin on him. He ate some shots even in his last fight. Um, yeah, you got Jose Delgado. I mean, he's a great striker. We've seen him, right? I mean, he lost that fight with Nathaniel Wood. He's 4-1 in his last five, 3-1 in the UFC. His only losses against Nathaniel Wood, and it was a controversial loss. Some people thought that Jose Delgado should have won the fight. I'm being one of those people. I thought Jose Delgado won the fight, but the judges gave it to Nathaniel Wood by decision. But yeah, he's a great striker and counter striker. He loves shorter hooks. He loves to close the distance, and just coming in with those shorter hooks. My thing, and I'm gonna tell you just off the bat that I do got Austin Bashy winning this fight. That's gonna be my prediction. And this is the biggest thing, is because I feel that Jose Delgado truly struggles with the takedown defense. Um, he when he fought Andre Philly took him down 4 out of 6 times. I did some research. I'm looking into it. Andre Philly only has a 25% takedown accuracy. He shot in the UFC. I'm sorry, not the UFC. In his professional career, he shot 93 takedowns, and he's only successfully gotten 23 of those. In 4 of those was against Jose Delgado. Andre Philly is not someone that is a great wrestler, but he was able to just consistently take down Jose Delgado. Um, so yeah, I feel like Bashy, um, he lost his fight in the UFC against Christian Rodriguez, and this fight is similar. It is a similar matchup with Bashy when he fought Christian Rodriguez, but Christian Rodriguez, he has a better takedown defense than Jose Delgado, and that's what I believe. So I just could see Bashy going in, taking him down. He's 6-0 by sub. I give me Bashy by decision. I feel like you could play Delgado by decision, or if you really want to get risque, I could see Delgado getting a third round knockout. I think he starts wearing down on Austin Bashy, starts getting that rhythm, and shooting a knee up the middle to defend a lot of those takedowns. He is 100% the better striker. It's not even close. Bashy is going to have to eat these shots. One might catch him. Bashy has never been knocked out, but I could see a late knockout by Jose Delgado. But my official prediction: give me Bashy by submission.
I like it. I like it.
So no
Um,
Val? Nah, Jay, I'm getting on Val right after this.
Me personally, back to the beginning, I'm going against you. I'm rocking with Delgado, and I can't believe you're saying late KO. I respect it, but I think early KO because this dude has 3 knockouts in under a minute. That's impressive. Not only the first rounders, but less than a minute, 3 times. That's crazy. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, obviously the grappling's in question. He does have 4 submissions, so that's good to know. He actually he's not, you know, he's not useless on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's obviously going to be Bashi's path to victory is going to be the ground. Delgado's obviously going to be the striking. Um, yeah, we're banking on the striking to hit, brother. We're really just banking on the striking all the way through. Uh, he did have it all right. Like he didn't look great against Andre Philly. Um, Christian Rodriguez, who Bashi lost to, actually lost against Andre Philly. And so, MMA math doesn't make sense. I didn't actually watch that fight, so I can't really say, but that's just going off the record. That's something to note. Um, yeah, Delgado, I think he's also had more UFC experience, and so that that gives me more confidence than him. He's gotten some UFC knockouts. One of those first rounders was in the UFC. So, um, yeah, I think Jose Delgado, he's more experienced. He's a little bit older, but still young. Bashi's young, he's very young.
Yeah.
He might learn that he has to polish up the striking now. That's what I'm predicting. But yeah, I could see it. I could see Bashi definitely going in with the ground game and doing his thing and winning by maybe submission or decision through the dominant ground game. But yeah, me personally, I'm rocking with Jose Delgado. I got him by knockout. I'm gonna
Okay.
predict a knockout.
Okay.
He's also
Uh,
got a big height advantage. I don't buy into the height advantage a lot. I mention it sometimes, but I think it definitely helps. Like he doesn't have a huge reach advantage, but the it's a 5-inch height advantage. He's looking
mhm.
down on this guy. I think that I don't know why in my head I think that instantly gives you like that confidence booster too, and it doesn't necessarily mean anything, right? But um, I like that. I like to
Yeah.
see uh the height advantage, especially with like a striker. So we're gonna see. It could be
Okay.
the classic. It's good. One's gonna beat the other. Somebody's either the
Yeah.
grappling's gonna beat the striking or vice versa. So
Okay. I like that. I like that. I like so far we got 3 fights that we got different picks on. I feel like as of late, we've kind of had a lot of fight cards where like we kind of had just rocking with the same picks. But yeah, we got
mm,
3 different picks so far. Um Also, I think this is so weird that this is the first fight where neither fighter has a fucking nickname. I mean, I get it. Cool, 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 cool. If I'm a fighter, please give me a fucking nickname. Let me give myself a nickname. Like, bro, like, yeah, I just feel like you're missing out on great, great potential. But whatever.
oh
That's
yeah,
just
it's
it.
fun to have a nickname,
Yeah,
bro.
it's fun to have a nickname, right? But yeah, so I just putting that out there. And yeah, bro, cool.
Um, yeah. So then we get to the main card. This is where shit gets fun, bruh. Um,
Yes, sir.
this first one, super excited for. Uh, Hold on, sorry, trying to get my tabs correctly. Okay, yeah. First one, super excited for. We got Tommy McMillan versus Alberto Montez. This might be the fight that I'm most excited for, to be honest. Um, by the way, we got Tommy Gun McMillan. Uh, Tommy Gun, bro. Like again, you gotta have a nickname, bro. That shit just
Yeah.
sounds so fun. Tommy Gun. Um, versus Ilya Opturo. You know, you want to say it, the knockoff Ilya. Um, yeah, bro. I mean, point blank period. I'm gonna keep it pretty short and sweet with this one. Tommy is a wild card, brother. He's too wild for me. I love it. It's gonna be entertaining as hell. It's part of the reason that I'm super excited for this. Um, but it's also gonna be because of his downfall. He's too wild. He's too he's too much. The obviously the takedowns, the wrestling, that's his thing. Alberto Montez, he looks very calculated. He actually does remind me of a Taporia in some ways.
hmm
I really like his striking. I really like his ground game. Um, he's nasty. He only has one win by knockout, but I actually really do like his striking. I didn't
Yeah.
notice this until just now. But holy shit, he is 5'6" to Tommy McMillan's 6 foot. That is a big difference.
You know what? I didn't notice that either. Yeah, and a 5 inch
Tommy's
reach
tall
definitely
as
helps.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
the 5-inch reach advantage too. That's gonna be huge for Tommy. But the thing is, again, Tommy's too fucking wild. I love the O. I'm not just gonna always respect the O though. Alberto Montez, he's got one loss. Uh, is to. Oh wait, I got the wrong shit pulled up now. Who is this one lost to?
I was gonna
Do
say
you
I
have
actually
it?
don't know. No, I don't have it in front of me.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, yeah, he's a couple years older. Uh, I think even more experienced than Tommy Gunn. Uh, yeah, like they're both don't have a ton of UFC fights, obviously. Want to know? I always see the Dana Contender Series, and so I always think something. But yeah, so we've been knocked out. Berto. That's how we've lost. I don't know how the knockout was. I don't know how bad it was or anything. Tommy McMillan, obviously undefeated, super hype, coming from the Sugar Show. Um, you know, one of the boys. You know,
Yeah,
one of the boys. But I mean, his first one, I loved it. This first fight, you know how wild he was, the
yeah,
knockout. But I can't help but think, no, this is too loose. It's too wild. It's gonna get calculated. It's gonna get countered by a much better fighter. And so, the size difference does have me worried. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, we're definitely rocking with Alberto, and I'm gonna go by submission. Even though Tommy McMillan's ground game is where he shines, to be honest, same with Alberto Montez. And so. But I'm not gonna lie, I could see Alberto actually getting another KO win because of how sloppy Tommy is and how calculated Alberto is. I think Alberto
hmm
is yeah, he's sharp. He's clean with it. And so I think he should, in my opinion, he should be able to counter Tommy and then Tommy hopefully shoot and I believe Alberto's ground game is better. And time will tell. But yeah, I'm rocking with Alberto Montez by submission. I could see a world where he gets a KO.
yeah, yeah. I could see it. I could see it. I think, yeah, but again, I'll keep this one short and sweet as well. I just have, yeah, I have Alberto Montez by submission as well. I just think Tom McMillan is fun. He's entertaining, but I'm not trusting a dude that gets a chest tattoo and is too pussy to get the ink on his nipple. Hey, listen, brother, let's just commit to it. Why did we leave the ink off the nipple? I am
Right,
looking
I've
at
never
it.
noticed. Is that normal or abnormal to have
That's
tattoos on the nipple?
that's at well, it's normal if you
If you
have
have a
tattoos.
chest, obviously. If you have a chest
Yes.
tattoo,
Yes. If you have a chest tattoo and it's hitting the nip, you get it fully covered.
you
Okay.
get the
That's
nip
just
covered. Okay.
you get the nip covered. Go look at fucking Charles Oliveira. The nip is covered. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay. I
that's
haven't
just
noticed. That's why I'm
yeah.
asking. All right.
Yeah. It's just fucking awkward.
It does
Uh
look funky with him. It
it does look
does.
funky. I think yeah, you basically summed it up, right? Yeah, I mean Tommy Million, he has elite wrestling, reckless striking, but it works with him because he can take a hit. I'm not saying that he just never goes down, but he's never out cold, and because of his wrestling, he's able to survive even when he gets dropped to the ground. He does take a lot of shots, but that's just due to his sloppy striking. And I just feel like he just has a lot of hype. I know I told you this, he just because he's training with Sean O'Malley and he went to high school with Tim Welch. Moved over to Arizona, started training with Tim Welch and Sean O'Malley. Um, Alberto just he does give that Taporia vibe. He's 32, so he's in his prime right now. Tom McMillan's 28. He's still young. He still has time to learn. He still has time to get some losses on his belt, or probably just this loss, and he learns to let me listen to fucking Sean O'Malley and do a little bit of what he's doing. But yeah, I do. I really love Alberto's striking. It's very clean. It's really crisp, but his submission game is just where he shines. His
Yes.
anaconda, his Darce choke, it looks fucking good. He has five uh in his last five fights, all of them were finishes. Four of them were by Anaconda, and only one of them was by a Darce choke. He does have that knockout loss. Would you though? That shit hurt. Yes, I would, because if I'm committing to getting a chest tattoo that's gonna be around my nipple, I'm just gonna fucking do it. Especially if I'm a fighter, Jay. You're
You're
taking
already in the chair.
Yeah, you're already in the chair. Hey, listen, tat the nip up. You know what I'm saying? Like, just tat it. I mean, look, he doesn't even have like pepperoni nipples. I got some pepperoni nipples. He don't have pepperoni nipples. It's a little small little nip. Trust me when I say
He
it.
just
It
stands
hurts
out
like
10
hell.
times.
It's
It,
fine,
bro.
Jay. You
But
know
it
what looks
stands out
worse?
way too much.
It stands out way too much, way too much. But anyway, I know Alberto has that loss. He has that knockout loss on his record. Um, Two things. One, I want to mention these two things out. Uh, he had a 4-year layoff. He ended up having like multiple ligament tears. He laid off from what is this? Where is it from? 2017 to 2021. And that
Yeah.
knockout loss he had was in 2021, and it was when he was in bantamweight. So you know, not only is he coming back trying to regain his momentum and who he was, but also when you cut more weight, you're more susceptible to knockouts. That's just how it happens. He looks real natural. He looks good in this fight, or he looks good in this weight. I mean, he looked good against fucking Ricky Tercio. So yeah, bro. I just again we saw what Patty did against Benoit. Don't be surprised if that's what you see right here. Tommy McMillan goes for a takedown. Again, maybe fucking Alberto Montez is able to hurt Tommy. We've seen Tommy get hurt multiple times, and then he tries shooting for a takedown because that's what he does, and then he gets caught in the anaconda, or gets caught in the dars because Alberto's super quick and he wraps it up like a motherfucker. So yeah, give me Alberto by submission. I'm not gonna even say what round it is because I don't want to, and I can't really read too much into that. But just give me him by sub. You know, you have him as an underdog too, so the price should be pretty decent. It's a slight underdog, but he's underdog. So give me the underdog on this one.
Yes, sir. And
Yeah,
yeah, I
bro.
hope it's by Anaconda or Doris. I love those chokes, and he is crispy with them. That's what's got me on his ground game. I love a Doris choke, bro. I like the Anaconda chokes. Um, they're so clean, bro. When you get someone that's like got them good, and
Mhm.
I mean, look at Patty. You know, like everybody, the padlock, the padlock. I love
Yep.
it, but brother did not invent this move. You
Rather
know,
not
I
invent
love
this
it
bitch.
again.
Yep.
Dude, I see it all the time where I'm seeing people go for these submissions. I'm like, they could add a little to this, you know,
Yep,
make it
for
that much
sure.
better. And that's what Patty does that other people don't. That's where his jujitsu is better than other people's, I think. Not to go off on this Patty rant, but yeah, he does the extras, you know, the little extra salt and pepper on the side, you know, just to clean up the submissions, make them look
Yeah.
better. And now you got people talking about the padlock. But anyways, Alberto Montez by submission, obviously Anaconda or guillotine. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Also,
that's
and
it.
I know we talked, or I know you were just mentioning it, so I'm gonna briefly say this real quick, and then we can move on to the next fight. But like they're calling it the padlock, and it was a good Dars or whatever. But like Islam has such a better Dars. Islam's
I
Dars is
agree.
so fucking elite.
I
Like,
was saying that
and
to
he was
Kyle
in
because
the
they're
and he
like,
was in the
name a
same
better
weight
Darce choke.
class.
I was like, Islam's, bro.
Islam, it's so fucking good, bro. It's so
Thank
good.
you.
But
I almost called you when
whatever,
we were having that
fucking idiots.
conversation. I
Yeah,
almost
bro.
called you and told you to join the Discord because yeah, they were driving me nuts. But
Yeah,
anyways,
that's
also one
crazy.
more thing before we leave this one, I do love Tommy's like aura, his tattoos and shit. Bro, he's got the Juice World tattoo over there. He's
Yeah.
got Scarface with the fucking AR, bruh.
Bro,
This
he
shit in the middle, I've
I'm
seen it before, but I don't know what it is.
yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it. He has the AR with Scarface on his shoulder. He has the Statue of Liberty with the fucking gun. Like again,
Dude,
yeah, bro. He's doing again. It's the Tommy Gun thing, right? His name's Gun. It's and I do love the nickname. I love it because it goes so
yeah.
well with Tommy. So like, yeah, I do really enjoy it. But nonetheless, he could have the potential to be something great. He just needs to learn a lesson, and I think this is the time when he learns the lesson.
Yeah, and I also like the potential behind him just because he is 6 feet tall, fighting at featherweight. He can definitely move up to lightweight later in the career. And so, yeah, like you said, I think he's got to learn. This is a good opportunity to learn. If he gets the win, it's a huge fucking win in my opinion. Um, and it's gonna skyrocket him a little quicker. You know, not instantly, but it is a huge fucking win. So,
Yep.
yeah. Anyways, enough of that. Let's move on.
Yeah, bro.
I
So you
think we're
got
both
another
rocking
female
Montez.
fight. Yeah, we're both rocking Montez. We got Tabitha Ricci, uh, Baby Shark. I'm not gonna lie, I can't stand that she comes out to Baby Shark, and I can't stand that's her fucking name. But whatever. Speaking of nicknames, you got Fatima Klein, dope ass nickname, bro. The Archangel. Oh, bro, I fucking love that, bro. Yeah, that's a dope ass nickname.
Now we're
But
talking.
now we're fucking talking, brother. Now we're fucking talking. Um, yeah, bro. I just think Tabitha Ricci. She is very explosive on the feet. She's willing to mix in takedowns as well. Decent, well-rounded fighter. Obviously, heavy on decision. She's a female, whatever. But I feel like she truly struggles with fighters willing to engage in wrestling, because it causes her to not strike at her pace and as fluid as she wants to. And like we see it with someone that's a striker that goes up against a wrestler, and it throws him off. It really throws off Ricci. You really will see it again. You saw it in her last fight against Verna, where Verna's a heavy wrestler, and it completely offset and fucked up Ricci's rhythm. And then you have Fatima Klein. Fatima Klein, I mean, she's showing that she's developed, she's developing really well, and she's learning a lot. She's only 26 years old. She still has a lot to learn. She's not even in her prime yet. But man, she's making strides. She's making strides. And in her last fight, she showed the ability to mix in the takedowns. One thing I do love about Fatima Klein, bro, is she's always trying to push for a fucking finish. I mean, it's so rare that you see a women fighter, especially someone that's been in the game, uh, and had multiple UFC fights at this point, and they have more finishes than they even do have decisions. I mean, even in the UFC, she has 2 wins by knockout, and she only has 1 by decision. So I really do love how she's always trying to push for a finish, on the feet or on the ground. She's great on the ground. But yeah, she's a very heavy hitter for a woman. She mixes in those straights, 1 and 2s. She throws very good high kicks. And she has a 5 inch height advantage in this fight. Or I said 5 inch, I'm sorry. She has a 4 inch height advantage in this fight, and she has a 6 inch reach advantage in this fight, which is yeah, bro. 6 feet
That's
or
huge.
6 inch reach advantage is crazy, especially for the women fighters. So yeah, bro, I can see her mixing in some takedowns early. It'll cause Ricci to throw off her rhythm. And then I feel like yeah, because of that, she's a little scared. She's a little nervous. She kind of starts dropping her hands because she's wary of the takedowns. Uh, Give me Fatima Klein by knockout. If you want, play Fatima Klein by round 2, round 3 knockout. But yeah, give me Fatima Klein by knockout.
Yep, I agree. This one pretty much spot on with everything you're saying. Yeah, Ricci, she's not, you know, I'm fucking Ricci hater, bro. I don't give a fuck. Baby Shark, get the fuck out of here.
Get the
Fatima Klein,
fuck
Muay
out of
Thai
here.
fighter. The striking is gonna be there. The reach advantage is huge. The height advantage is huge. She's younger. She's hungry. Like you said, she pushes for a finish. Um, Keep it short and sweet. Yeah, I got her. Also, just I got her by better nickname. The Archangel is gonna
Yeah.
kill the Baby Shark. No,
Yeah.
I got her by
Yeah.
knockout for sure. Yeah, probably a second or third round knockout, maybe a decision. She's the main training partner of actually Aaron Blanchfield, I just read. So, that's pretty cool. That's a quality person to be training with. Um,
Hmm. Also, keep in mind that fucking yeah, bro. Fatima Klein only has 1 loss in her professional record. 1 loss in the
yep,
UFC, and it was against Jasmine Juchevicius, but it was like
yep.
early in her UFC career. I think it was her first or second fight in the UFC that she took. I might have been the first that she
It
took
was
that
her. It was
loss.
her debut. Yeah,
It was her debut, right?
it's
Yeah. And so since
yeah.
then she's shown great improvement. After that, she went on a run, 2 wins by knockout. She gets a decision win after that, but still looked very impressive in that decision win. Yeah, bro. Give me the Archangel. I'm fine with it.
Yes, sir. Um, yep. All right. So moving on. Um, so yeah, I got Fatima Klein. Final prediction, I got Fatima Klein by decision or knockout. I'm leaning more towards a knockout. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next fight, we got Chase Hooper. I did not know his nickname is the Dream. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Um, Guys, I want us to have nicknames. Let's choose some decent ones, okay? Come on now. Um,
The dream, the dream. And it's so
that
crazy
might
that
be a play on his name, the Dream Chaser or some shit. I don't know.
I
Like
think it's a play on his chin and him getting slept 3 times in the UFC. But yeah, continue.
yeah. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet with this one again. Um, Mitch Ramirez 0-2 in the UFC, brother. I hate it for them, you know? Like right
Hmm.
when we get to the UFC, we start losing, but sometimes that's what happens and
Both
that's
by
why bro,
knockout
we have
too. Oh.
yeah, like we have the best fighters over here. Chase Hooper been in the game for a minute. We know about Chase Hooper. You know, I think we thought he was more than he actually is, but that's okay. Um Obviously coming off of back-to-back knockout losses, that's not good. Before that, he was on a little streak though, and you know he's fought some quality UFC opponents, you know, and so we've seen him finish them too.
Hmm.
Obviously, ground game specialist, submission specialist. Um, oh, now I'm seeing it. We got the records and the UFC shit at the bottom. Yeah, two knockout losses in the UFC for Mitch Ramirez doesn't look good, you know. And we oh, this is the guy. Okay.
Yeah, this is the
This is the guy. Alright.
guy.
Um, it doesn't change anything. Yeah, Chase Super. We're rocking with Chase Super. You know, he's lost two in a row now. I'm not huge on the Chase Hooper train by any means, but we know where it's at. You know, I think he's coming off of two losses. You know, he's gonna be pissed. You know, his chin
Mhm.
might be non-existent now. We don't know. You know, that's gonna be the only path to victory for Mitch. And so Chase Hooper, he ain't bad. You know, he's got a reach and height advantage here, and an age. I didn't know he was still only 26. I thought he just looked like a kid. I didn't know that he was still a
Nah,
kid.
he's still such a kid, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brother, what the fuck? Okay, but anyways, Chase been here since he's a kid. I mean, UFC record 8-5. You've been here for 13 fights. You know, that's a long time, especially for 26 years old. I'm gonna go with Chase Hooper. More experience, younger in age, bigger height and reach, which will help him in the striking game, which is the only path to victory for Mitch. So, um, Chase Hooper by submission.
Yep. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Yeah, bro. I mean, you know Chase Hooper. We all know fucking Chase Hooper. Fucking Ben Askren's kid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah. He's amazing on the ground. You know, he really is a serious submission threat, bro. You know, 8 wins by submission, 4 of those being in the UFC. You know, he tries to use his long range in the striking, you know, but he just never moves his head. And he never moves it off the center line. Zero head movement, brother. We got to work on that at some point. I know you're only 26, so I'm gonna have a little bit of hope, but we got to work on that. We got Mitch Ramirez. You know he has heart, bro. The brother got heart. He because you got to have heart if you're gonna go in there and try to fight fucking Carlos Prates in the fucking Contender Series, or maybe you just don't got no brain. It's one or the other. Okay, but he truly enjoys himself out there. I remember I was watching his last fight. The dude, who the fuck was it? I'm trying to remember who it was. It was
Mike Davis.
Mike Davis. Yep. Mike Davis goes in for the takedown, gets a rear naked choke. He's synced in. It's pretty deep. He ends up Mitch Ramirez ends up defending it off, and he's like smiling, throws up the little fucking hang loose obtuse shit. He's just fucking enjoying himself, which is good. But maybe he's enjoying himself a little too much. And because of that, he loses minutes. Hey, brother, stop fucking trying to smile at the camera and let's get out of the rear naked choke, brother. But yeah, truthfully, he's just not good at all on the ground. He's very susceptible. He's very susceptible to the takedown threat and the submission threat, which is Chase Hooper's calling. So honestly, Chase Hooper is the pretty sizable favorite, -350. I think that's the second biggest favorite on the card, other than that -1000 with Alden Correa. But yeah, bro. Mitch Ramirez, he does have decent stand up, bro. He's decent stand up. He likes closing the distance, to land the heavy shots, to the leg, to the head of his opponents, and that's his thing. He has eight 8 finishes. 6 of them were within the first round. So I mean, he's truly something to be fearful of in the first round. But give me Chase Hooper by round 1 sub. I truly think it's just he's gonna sink that in really quickly. If you want, you can just take sub by general. Wait, let me fish. Oops, caps. Oh wait, I don't have my fishing up. Hold on, I gotta pull it up real quick. Oh wait, I don't have it on this one. I'll add it next time. I'll add it next time. I just don't have it on this scene right now for. Well, I'll do it next
Give
time,
it
Green.
two more breakdowns. I gotta take a shit anyway, so.
But yeah, just give 2 more
Um,
breakdowns. But yeah, bro. So give me Chase Hooper by round one sub. Take him on sub by general. But the thing is, you can't count out Ramirez. You could sprinkle a little something on him, especially him being a sizable underdog. Just due to his striking capabilities. Chase Hooper, it does not have a reliable chin. He has been
yep,
put to sleep and could be put to sleep because of the lack of head movement, and his chin truly has been cracked. You also have Mitch Ramirez coming in here, two knockouts, two knockout losses in the UFC, only 2 fights in the UFC, both losses. This is truly you win or you get cut. And so I
yep.
know he has a lot riding on this one, so I could really see him trying to push for that finish. Again, 6 first round finishes out of 8 finishes in his professional career. So I think he could really push for a finish here and get it done. But truthfully, I'm just gonna ride with Chase Hooper. I just think he has the
Me
upside.
too.
He
I think
has
it's the
the
safer pick.
yeah, it's a safer pick. He has the length. He has the reach advantage. He has the takedown threat. He has the submission threat. Yeah, give me Chase Hooper.
Next middleweight bout: Jared the Killer Gorilla
Mm,
Cannonier versus best nickname in the world,
best.
CLD Christian Leroy Duncan.
How do
Yes,
you even come
sir.
up with that?
Like for real, what a creative ass nickname. I
Wow,
cannot.
ain't
How did
that
they fit
something?
such a big brain in that head of his? Uh, yeah, bro. I mean, I'm gonna give it to you straight here. Oh, wait, I started with the last one. You go ahead with this one.
um, shit, bro. Listen, you have Jared Cannonier. He's came in. He's fought the who's, right? You look at his record. You look to see who he's fought. So he has experience on his side. He really do. But what he doesn't have on his side is father fucking time. The dude's 42 years old. Okay. Uh that's insane. It is insane. He typically doesn't mind trading blow for blow. Because he has such heavy hands that he started out in heavyweight, went over to light heavyweight, now he's in middleweight, and that's really where he's been chilling. He's really done something with himself as far as discipline. It's not him just moving weight classes. He really was disciplining himself, holding himself. You'll even see him where he's like this. He's almost like this, like he's at peace with the world, right? Like he's this great killer gorilla Buddha in a sense, right? But like,
Yeah.
yeah, but he really doesn't mind trading blows because of the heavy hands, because he used to be in heavyweight. And cardio is not an issue with him either. He's used to going 5 round fights.
Yeah.
Even if it ends in the fourth round or the fifth round or goes the distance, he's so used to it because he's fought the who's. He's been on plenty main events for the fight night cards. Um, you know, um, but we have seen him get hurt. We have seen him get knocked out before. And he's going up against my boy CLD. He's looked insanely good in his last 4 fights. The fight, who did he lose before that? Oh, he lost to RoboCop.
Yes,
No,
sir.
Jay, you don't have to put the dots. He lost to RoboCop, and after that, again, that's aging pretty well because RoboCop's been looking very good. But after that, he's been looking good. Look good at Roman Delize. He's very technically sound, very good on the feet. 10 wins by knockout, 5 of those being in the UFC. And so I do really love his striking. He tends to avoid the heavy punches. He doesn't really want to get in these crazy exchanges, and he's a very solid counter striker. Keep it sweet, keep it short. Give me CLD by a late knockout. I could see Jared Cannonier surviving because he is who he is, even with the age. It's hard for you to really truly crack that chin early. It doesn't happen that often. It's gonna be a hard fought fight. So give me CLD by late knockout or a hard fought decision. I predict that this one's gonna be fight of the night. You have some really entertaining fights. You have some really high level fights. I think this one's gonna be fight of the night.
All right. Yeah, I could see that being fight of the night for sure. Same thing. I'm rocking with CLD by decision or late knockout. I don't think he's gonna He could get him out of there earlier. You know, he could get an early knockout just because, yeah, Cannonier has been through the ringer at this point. Like you said, 42 years old. I mean, I can't believe we fought at heavyweight before, especially with 5'9", you know? Like, good
That's
lord.
crazy, bro. You
Um,
see the pictures of him, bro? He looked so fucking
dude,
big too.
he
Holy
looked
shit.
different too. Like the
He
way that he
did.
just like the change, you know, over
He
the weight
even had
classes.
bald. His
Um,
hair. He was bald too when he was in heavyweight. You know.
and
Now he
it's
got a
so
whole head of
crazy.
hair.
Like as he's getting older, he's gone. I know he's been in middleweight for a while, but like usually as they get older, they go up in weight class, you know? Um, and yeah, he's still staying in middleweight. I love it. He looks great, you know. I've been a fan of Cannonier, like you said. I love like the Buddha type of vibe, even though he's the killer gorilla. He does seem to always have that calm demeanor. CLD, I think he's kind of on the come up. You know, obviously he's had UFC fights, 9 to be exact. His only two losses are in the UFC. Uh, like you said, he lost to RoboCop. Sadly, that's Jared Cannonier's second to last fight. I think
Fight.
his last
Yeah.
win was
Yep.
over RoboCop.
And it was a
I'm on
knockout,
the
right?
RoboCop train. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm on the
for sure.
RoboCop train, especially lately. You know, same thing with CLD. You know, I think they're both. I actually look at them pretty similarly as far as like where they're at and like where they're at on the roadmap. You know, um, yeah, I got CLD by later knockout. Jared Cannonier striking is good. He's old. He's old. Point blank. Period. You know,
He
he's
is
only
on.
lost to like good fighters. I think CLD is good. I think he's that good. I think he's improved that much. I think he's well rounded. I love his striking. Uh, yeah, I say he's well rounded. I don't know how good the grappling is, but um, I like his striking a lot. You know. I
Yeah.
obviously it's hard not to rock with him. I mean, he's 12 years younger, entering his prime years. I'm not big on the whole age is everything thing, but it's hard to rock with a 42-year-old man, bro. I don't
It's
give a
hard to
fuck who
rock with
you
a
are,
42-year
you
old.
know?
I mean, if he even if he was 42 in heavyweight, it'd be hard to rock with him. He's
Dude,
42 in middleweight.
seriously.
Like, yeah, bro.
And I think CLD is on his streak right now. Like he lost to RoboCop, and since then he's
Yeah.
been on a tear. He's
And he's
looked really
30.
good.
That's
He's 30,
he's legitimately in his prime right now. And he looks it.
you know? And uh Cannonier is 1-3 in his last four, 2-3 in his last five. But and again, like I say, he's only losing to good fighters. But you did lose to an MVP who has fought a lot at welterweight, you know.
Yeah.
And again, you came from heavyweight, you know. You did
Mhm.
win against RoboCop. You lost against Kyle Barajo and Nasruddin Imavov. Um, Again, that tells me exactly where Jared Cannonier is at. He beats a lot of people, but he doesn't beat these, in my opinion, top five level guys, and that is CLD to me. I think he is a top five level type of fighter. Um, yeah, this is where he goes up in the rankings some more. I'm not sure where he is right now in the rankings, but
He's
this will definitely
12.
boost him up there. He's
And
12. Okay,
yeah,
this is
Kenner's 10.
perfect. I like that. You know, so CLD maybe break into the top 10. You know, we're gonna see
Yeah.
what the performance looks like. But yeah, I got CLD by knockout, and yeah, I could see an earlier knockout. Cannonier's getting older day by day, brother. You know,
Yeah.
he's not bad. Like I said, I've been a fan of him, but nobody beats Father Time. So CLD by knockout. That's it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
think he also is a very good middleweight fighter, like as in
Mhm.
like his size and stuff. Jared Cannonier coming from two different weight classes, you know, even fighting someone like an MVP and losing. I know it's MVP and it's a different style, but um yeah, CLD is gonna punish him. You know, CLD's got that power. He's got the striking. Jared Cannonier is willing to strike. He wants to strike too. You know, he's similar. He likes to strike. Yeah, I could see the fight of the night, like you said. You know,
Mhm.
tough guys. Um, but yeah, CLD knockout.
That's a bet. I'm gonna go up to our main event, brother. Take us away.
Um, DDV, bruh. It's gotta be. You know. Uh, Let me back it up. Let me slow down real quick. Let me just introduce the motherfuckers. You know, DDP still knocks. Dreykus Duplessis. Finally we see the fucking return. brother, where the fuck did you go, dog? Like, I don't know if it was just me, but it felt like he was gone for a minute. Not that
he
I
was
missed him so
he
much,
was
but
gone for a minute, bro.
I was curious. What is he up to, bro? Did
Yeah,
bro
bro.
retire? Like, what the fuck? Kamaru Usman, the Nigerian Nightmare, the fucking legend, brother.
Yeah.
Um, Not our middleweight debut, but now I see it. We're comfortable and we're good. We are a middleweight fighter now. We're done with welterweight. I like it, you know. Fuck, bro. Damn, I didn't know he's 39. He might as well be 42, you know.
He
Uh,
might as well.
you know, our knees are shot. You can't see it in the fights. It's just the rumors. You know, we know the knees are shot. Um, his fighting still seems good. I like his fighting still. I think he's looked pretty good. Maybe it's biased because it's Usman, but I mean, we know both the fighting styles. Dricus Du Plessis, he's gonna win in some crazy way, some takedown by his pinky finger. He's gonna trip up Usman or something
You know what I'm
to get
saying,
his
bro?
takedown.
Yep.
You know,
DDP by Fallen Piano. DDP
Olympiana.
by
I'm gonna
fucking
throw a big ass 10-foot long hammer in the ring. You
yep.
know, he goes
You
start,
know,
wah,
yep.
wah, you know.
DDP's gonna like fucking paint a like black circle in the octagon and Usman falls through it. You know, the dude's a fucking cartoon character, bro. Like, yeah.
Bro, dude,
I don't
yeah.
like
So
it.
yeah,
Yeah, he defies all logic about fighting, and I can't stand it. I can't stand it. You have a guy that just is like there's no rhyme or rhythm to his takedowns, to his striking, to nothing. But he continues to get it done time and time and time again, with the exception of fucking Hamza Chimaev.
so that's where this one gets interesting, is because Usman put up a good fight versus Hamzat. We know where Usman's strengths are, and it's similar to Hamzat's.
Mm-hmm.
Hamzat dominated Duplessis. It wasn't fun to watch. It wasn't impressive, really, but he dominated him on the ground. You know,
Yeah.
he took him down every single round. He got the fucking strike record, brother. What the fuck is that about? But yeah, he dominated him on the ground. I mean, we know Usman, you know, like I think Usman fell in love with his hands over time, but if brother's actually locked in for any, like if he's truly locked in, then he knows what to do. He knows he has to go for takedowns. He sees the holes in Duplessis' game.
Yeah.
And again, he looked good against Hamzat at this weight class. The thing is Duplessis is, I mean, he's not much bigger than Usman, but he is bigger than Usman, you know? He's I don't even know how he makes his weight, to be honest. I think he's more of like a light heavyweight type of frame. Um Duplessis' advantage is gonna be on the feet, you know. It's crazy to me looking at his record that he has 11 fucking subs. I can't believe Duplessis
11
has
subs,
11
bro.
subs.
Yep. Four
To
guillotines,
Kamaro's
five rear naked
one.
chokes, two face cranks. That's crazy.
Like that's insane to me. But yeah, we're rocking with DDP. It's hard. He's the former champ. Just lost to Hamzat. That's where it's like it's a toss up in my head purely because of that. I could really see Kamaru Usman abusing that same exact thing that Hamzat did. Seeing Hamzat do it and then knowing how he did against Hamzat, and why wouldn't you? You know, that's where I think Kamaru's path to victory is. This one is a very hard one to predict, in my opinion, because of that. If it stays on the feet, again, Usman still looks good, but I think DDP is going to be too big, too awkward. He don't give a fuck, bro. You talk about a guy that's willing to get hit to risk some shit. He don't give a fuck. He doesn't. You know, he
Yep.
he's just like he's like the definition of like what do you call it? Like what do they call it? Like brains and like broad and brains or some shit like that. Like
Oh
he's
yeah.
like
All
pure
bronze.
muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you know. And so I'm like, yeah, he's gonna thug it out. I see him winning a decision here, to be honest. That's my prediction is a Duplessis decision. But yeah, it's a tough one for me. I'm not super confident in that.
Yeah, bro. I I have DDP. I do. Unlike you, and I'm not hating on you for it. I I am very confident in DDP getting this done. I went to the point of like giving him his credit, and the moment I gave him his credit, the shit happened with Hamzat. And I do understand you have Hamzat as a wrestler, Usman as a wrestler, and you see that. But I just don't like what I'm seeing from Usman. Everything is pointing towards the sign of he's like nearing that end, you know? I mean, I know he lost to Leon. He went up and fought Hamzat. He lost to Hamzat. And then he went down to fight Buckley, beat Buckley. So why the fuck are we back up at middleweight? And the only thing I can think of is it's the age. Rather it be the knees, rather it be the actual age itself and it being harder for him to cut the weight or whatever the case is, all the signs are pointing towards he should not be in this weight class. I know that Usman is big for welterweight, but Usman is big for welterweight. DDP is big for middleweight.
Yeah.
He's huge. So you have a guy that were it's hard to emulate DDP style. You can't bring someone into camp to train for DDP. You just have to just go in there and see what he throws, and hopefully you can adapt on the fly. Usman has a very good fighting IQ, but the reason why I think DDP is going to win this very convincingly, I almost want to lean towards him getting a knockout, but it might probably goes to sub just because Usman's so durable. But yes, it's the age. Yes, it's the I'm not liking him going up to welterweight or going up to middleweight after just winning a fight in welterweight against a very good contender. But it's the wrestling style of Usman is so different than the wrestling style of Hamzat. Hamzat is like we said earlier about who the fuck was I talking about? I forgot who the fuck I was talking about. Where I said, "Oh, that's who it was." It was damn, I don't forgot who it was now. Where I said he just loves going for these blast doubles. He gives like a Hamzat esque. Oh, that's who it was. Ezra Elliott, where he loves that Hamzat blast double thing. That's what Hamzat does, and he makes it work because he does not give a fuck. Usman is not like that. Usman wants to go for proper takedowns. He wants to be within the
Yeah.
correct, appropriate range to shoot for a single, transition from a single to a high crotch, get an inside trip in or something of that nature. I don't see that working against DDP. That reckless style of shooting that blast double worked for Hamzat, but Hamzat is also big for welterweight and moved up. I just think, yeah, I think DDP gets it done because some Usman's near his end. That's what all the signs are pointing to of why he's even went up to this weight class yet again. Um, DDP's only lost to Hamzat in the UFC, and he's beat everybody else very cleanly.
Yeah, and I could see that too, just because I could see it being convincing too. Like you said, I mean, Usman is coming up from welterweight. I think I'm showing him a lot of respect because he does deserve it. I mean, he was a champion for a long time. Um, what he did was crazy. You know, the streak that he was on, but it was all at welterweight. Duplessis is fucking huge for the weight class, and um, I forgot about the Buckley win. I forgot that that was Usman's last fight. I thought for some reason I was thinking we're in middleweight now, you know? No, he's been a little bit in between. Now he's at middleweight. I mean, this is a huge opportunity to hit him. I don't think you can say no to this, you know, this opportunity. And so,
Yeah.
I mean,
I-
Usman's gonna stay in there as long as possible, but DDP has fucked up everybody in middleweight, you know, except
Yep.
for Hamzat. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. Is I don't see Usman winning it.
I don't either. I just think he's moved up. He's taking this fight because it's his quickest path to getting that back to that belt. I know he's itching and
Yeah.
just fiending to have that belt wrapped around his waist again. And that welterweight division is just way too tough and way too packed at the top. Where yes, you beat fucking uh Buckley, but you're gonna have to fight two more people to even have a chance at that title. And those two more people could be Protest, it could be Morales, it could be Brady, it could be Shavkat, depending on when Shavkat comes back, right? Like he is just so crowded there that I feel like Usman was like, nah, let me go over here. Let me face Duplessis. I'm looking right now. Duplessis is ranked number 2 in the middleweight division. They have right now Kamaru Usman ranked number 9. I don't know what the AI did to determine Usman at 9, but nonetheless, they have Duplessis at 2. So he thinks he can come in here, hopefully grind out probably some kind of decision victory with the wrestling, and he beats number 2. He moves to number 2. Now he's calling out for their title shot, and so I think that's why he did it, because he knows he's nearing his
Against
end.
the guy that he beat in welterweight back in the day, you know.
Yeah,
So,
very true, very true.
but
So
yeah, I don't see it happening. I got DDP. You know, I can see
yeah,
DDP knocking him out. I mean, he did it to Robert Whitaker. You know, um, he stood and striked with Sean Strickland a lot and won twice against Sean Strickland. He subbed Izzy. Um, yeah, bro. Like, bro's a beast. You know, as
yeah,
much as I didn't even want to give him credit for the longest time, he is, and so
yeah.
he's
Knocked out
awkward
Robert
as hell.
Whitaker.
I think it plays out so good for him. You know,
Yeah, I agree. I agree, brother.
so yeah, I got Dreykus by decision is my bet, but I could see a submission, or I don't know, stuff with the submission with Usman's ground game, but I could see a finish by Dreykus some sort of way. You know, after wearing down on Usman after some rounds, I could see a later finish.
For
So
sure. I mean, I could see a DDP getting a finish over Usman, or DDP getting a submission over Usman getting a submission. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
oh yeah, for sure, yeah, yeah.
and that's crazy because you know Usman's coming in as the wrestler who's gonna try to get that top time. But yeah, I could just see it happening. But yeah, brother.
Dreykus will catch you with it, yeah, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's so
So
that's it for me.
yes, sir, same.
Yes, sir.
So
Well, shit, Jay. Go take a little shit. Go take a little smoke. Let me go set up my shit for my Valorant stream. Jay, if
yes,
you're still
sir.
in here, I'm gonna end the stream real quick so I can switch over to the Valorant. Um, yeah, I'm gonna warm up and then yeah, we can play. Also, Jay, something to consider. I know you said you want to play with us. Is that okay, bet. Is that Jiggy? That you see Jiggy. That nigga loves playing Omen and you're like a Brim main. So I know some maps are fine with double smokes, but y'all gonna have to yeah, fucking fight fight over that or whatever. I don't care. As long as I don't pick a fucking sentinel, I'm chilling. Oh, mix. Oh, you play mix. Oh well.
All right, I'll be
Same
back.
same
Thanks.
issue. All right, brother. Same issue. Two smokes. Yeah. So I really don't know what y'all gonna do about all that. So I'm just again, I'm not saying I'm not gonna play with you. I'm just saying take that in consideration because yeah, brother. If I see us hit sunset and we got two fucking smokes, I'm gonna crash the fuck out. But nonetheless, I'll be back, Jay. I'll be back. I appreciate you stopping by and everything too.